Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Distant World 2! This is my first Let's Play of this, first game of it at all, other than dabbling a little on my own to try to figure out where the user interface is. Very excited for this. We're playing as the Ackdarians, we are a Technocracy, and we're just starting out in the game. Now, the last episode, we had a first contact pop up over here, and I was kind of dumb. I wanted to make sure to save the game in between episodes, so I hit escape to bring up the menu, which is how it works, but that also dismissed that screen. So I never read that text out loud, so I'm going to do that now because I have my my video up in my other monitor here. So it said, first contact, independent colony of Ketarobs encountered. Now, that should be, because this is the galaxy, but inside of our solar system, we have this colony over here, this independent colony of Ketarobs right here. And yeah, we do have a scout ship in orbit. Actually, it's not a scout ship, it's an ore prospector. I believe this is a civilian ship. Oh, that's really funny. They're the ones doing the first contact? And the rest of the dialogue is, we've encountered a new independent colony of Ketarobs at this, hold on. No. It is a pop-up about seeing the ones in Saran Santo in the Zarakdir system. It is about this one. But are we actually here? I wonder how we actually made first contact. I don't know, maybe long range. The Ketarobs are naturally hostile towards us. We can invade and take over the colony by landing troops, or we can attempt to colonize them by sending a colony ship, although it's unlikely to succeed due to negative view of us. Indeed, we don't have the info here, but if we go back to our home system, right over, sorry, not on this, but here, colonization success chance 0%. And that is something from the original Distant World that I do remember. If you have, if the independents you discover are kind of like chill and everything like that, you can actually, colonize the planet without conquering it, which is kind of nice. But that's not going to be the case over here. Initial communications with the Ketarobs have been quite successful. The Ketarobs have developed some trust in us. The colony, so not this one, we're talking about the colony in the other system now. The colony has unique features that provide bonuses, plus 5% colony happiness from idyllic warm climate. Research projects are available in our tech tree that can increase our understanding of the Ketarobs. We should research these projects to improve relations with the Ketarobs. I would love to do that. I just don't like that they have a planet in my star system. And presumably they have a different like preference for territory. I mean, I guess if we make friends, we might be able to do like a straight up colonization or like, a vassalization, annexation of these independent colonies in a diplomatic way. So, average-sized bipedal mammalian race with short white fur. Ketarobs are very intelligent, love intrigue and deception. Instead of engaging in open conflict with their enemies, prefer to use espionage and sabotage to exploit their weakness, often suspicious that others are working to undermine them. Natural paranoia reinforces their inclination towards spying and espionage. However, it can also lead to misunderstandings as they constantly question the intentions of even their friends. For these reasons, Ketarobs are often unreliable allies. Ironically, they're untrustworthy because they do not trust others. Yeah, okay, that's not going to work out. So, long-term, I think we will plan on conquering. What is this? Traders tell us of a nearby colony. Independent trader. Yeah, so it is traders that told us about the Ketarobs in the other system. Okay. Feels like might be, story-wise, a little early for anything like that to have happened, since we don't have the ability to leave our solar system right now, but sure. All right, we can just unpause for now then. That's going to be okay. Or prospectors sending out a lot of prospectors. Are we going to find out they have oil? Then we'll clearly have to invade them, right? So yeah, exploration level is only 1 right now. Oh, is this the same ship? No, yeah. But how are my exploration ships? You're still surveying Yagdal, which is great. What are we up over here? 10? Oh, completely explored. There we go. Dusty, yes, we're building a mining station. We're queuing up a research station. Beautiful. Our first mining station has been constructed. And look how beautiful it is. I love this race's ships and stations. Construction of our first mining station allows us to gather large quantities of valuable resources for use in powering the economy of our homeworld and building more starships. Our freighters will soon begin traveling to this new mining station, returning its resources to our homeworld. These resources may even be sold to others in the galaxy, further boosting our fledgling empire. We should keep building more new mining stations, especially targeting key resources that both our shipbuilding and homeworld requires. Now, do we have... There we go, list of resources. So yeah, we have critical amounts in a couple of categories. Production shortages. Oh, so that's how it's sorted. So at the top, that's a little bit. Oh, is this not sorting? Oh, maybe now it's sorted. Or is this a filter? Oh, it's a little... Oh, this is the filter, so this would be all resources. These are the resources we're using. And I'm assuming this is a short. So we have a huge shortage of Caslon, but we are building a mining station on the gas giant. That's going to help with that. We found some Mebnar. Necrostone is going to be something we don't have yet. 0 of 1. Oh, we do have a known location for it. I wonder where. So clicking on this doesn't do anything. Mining locations. This is where we're actively mining. Presumably, yeah. New mining locations. Ah ha ha! Oh ho ho! More Caslon. We do have a shortage. Steel, Mebnar, steel. No, I'm a little confused because it seems like there's a known location for the Necros. Unless it's known, but it's not something... Okay, so it's on all. If I... Wow, look at how many resources there are. 5, filter for Necrostone. What I'm wondering is if it might be over here. Where's your... Oh, that's not what I meant to do at all. Resources unknown. That's what I was wondering about. It's like, oh, maybe they're here. Well, I'm sure it's going to straighten itself out. We'll figure it out. All right. Level 13, still unknowns over here. Have we scanned this place yet? Nope, we haven't scanned this moon that's actually a little closer to us. Wonder if I should build more exploration ships. There you go. Ore prospector, offloading. Excellent. So I think these guys are the ones that will just mine from stuff automatically. I don't think they... I think the prospectors might be able to operate without the mining stations. So those little asteroids and things do that. And they are civilian ships. I don't think I can do anything with this. I can force it to scuttle, give it a tactic about what to do over here. But yeah, it's a civilian ship. I don't actually have any interaction. Unknown items. Should explore higher levels, which... Q, unknown items present. I don't think we've got a ship over here right now. Maybe because we interrupted the things, but presumably at some point that's going to get scanned. Oh, enhanced maneuvering is done for thrust vectors. Now, what's going to be interesting to see... So those are new ship components, which might be in a new design. But I think even if it did... No, it's still an X2 over here. I was going to say, even if it did, it might not have done the retrofit automatically. It might have a bit of a threshold for something like that. What did it actually unlock for us? Directional thruster, thrust vector. So if we take a look at our scoot, thrust vector. That is the new one, is it not? I think it might be, but I guess it didn't change the model name, and maybe not enough to prompt a redo. Unless the ships that are out there got automatically upgraded. Maybe it's just like, maybe it just represents a better way to use something we've already got. Can I take a look at what this guy has? I actually don't see directional or thrust vector listed. I'm a little confused then. New resources, what do we got? Aculon. Okay. Well, we're going to let the scouting continue to happen here. I'm going to take another look at the ship design screen. Oh, wait. These are all the components available. This is not what's installed. This is what's installed over here. Ah, okay, I was getting it backwards over here. I thought this was the shopping, and this was what was installed, but no. So yeah, it's got these ion. So it doesn't actually have any thrust vectors. What does this represent? Vectoring engine versus ion engine. So the ion engine is much faster, much more thrust, but very little vectoring thrust. So, okay, I'm starting to think these thrust vector things are for ships that need to turn very quickly. So in combat is what I'm guessing. So I'm betting those are getting put on our military ships, which there's not actually any designs for that right now. I think we might get those designs auto-made once we get the energy deflectors and potentially the armor plating, which is probably why it's suggested in there. Then yeah, we'll pay the cost for the colonization after that. It's interesting. So some of these, I guess it was already started, so we didn't have to worry about the cost. These guys were free. But yeah, we'll get those two and we'll see if it enables military ships. And then presumably at that point, we will be ready for some colonization. We shall see. Destiny, surveying over here. Right here. Just a rock, yeah, a bunch of asteroids over here. New general has appeared. Excellent. Well, if we're going to do ground invasion forces, then maybe. I'm assuming we still need some more technology before anything like that happens, but yeah. I don't think we need very high levels of scanning to check these guys out. Pew, pew, pew. So, civilian ships, how many we got? Cargo in transit. Tourist migrants. That makes sense that these are 0 because there's nowhere else to go right now. And yeah, transporting cargo from the mining stations back to us. Love it. And presumably they're being paid somewhere along the way. I don't know if that's represented here. Or if it's just the civilian ships just operate and we assume everything works out from our end. Perfectly fine. Research station completed. There we go. Constructing a research station gives a huge boost to our research efforts, allowing us to achieve technological breakthroughs faster. Stationing suitable scientists here will improve our research even more. So, okay. Automated resource stock levels. We're not going to scuttle. Don't need to retrofit. And you do have a scientist here, which gives an engine research boost, but this itself gets an industrial research boost. So I'm hoping they don't actually have to match with one another for this to work. And is that represented on a research screen anywhere? These are research stations. New locations. Research bonus amounts. Yeah, so I think this is just working. So as long as a scientist of any kind is actually at a research station, he operates. So this guy, we got him as soon as we got our first tech breakthrough, but I don't think he was doing anything until he was installed at one of these stations, which we do have that on automation, which is great and groovy. Hey, so theoretically, we might want to like, oh, well, should we hop on some industrial research because we've got a priority boost? I mean, I think it's all going to happen kind of at the same time, and then we still have this all research, which is okay. So the advisor is suggesting more exploration and another construction ship. I think I like that idea. If I recall correctly, in Distant World, the first one, oh, nice. I think it was quite common for me to like queue up like 10 exploration ships for the home system, and then like get another 10 or 20 after we're going into broader space as well. A space dock. So do we not have space dock construction ship? Are we building a second one? Oh, this is a space port. Space dock. I could probably check this to see like what's the difference between the two. I mean, ship and base types, I don't know if that's what we're looking for. Construction, civilian ships automatically go about their work without doing anything. Yeah, they work for your employer, they're not yours, belong to private citizens, you don't assign missions. Yeah, they just work on their own. Okay, spaceports are bases that provide many important services to your empire. Must be built at a colony. Central point of trade for your empire. Mined resources are brought here by freighters. Spaceport provide construction facilities for your empire. State and private ships are built here, while private citizens purchase freighters or other ships. Your empire earns income, so they buy ships from the spaceport. Typically have a spaceport in most systems where you have colonies. Resources collected by mining ships as well as excess resource. Mining stations are brought to your nearest spaceport. Thus, having spaceports strategically spread throughout your empire decreases travel time for your freighters and improves efficiency. Sounds great. We can cycle them with Y. But I don't know about the other thing we were just building. Oh well. Energy deflector tech done. Cool. Population's growing quite quickly. Well, I mean, we are ticking through time fairly decently. New exploration ship, good. Yeah, we do want to explore the system as quickly as possible. I guess this view here is quite handy to quickly be able to see everything in our system. There's our new construction ship. Right, cue the exploration ship and the construction ship. That's not the same as... Ooh, what do we have here? More Caslon, and we do have a shortage there. 60% abundance, I guess is going to be fine. Sure, we'll queue that up. Build a mining station. for some steel. Now, this is just an asteroid, and this was one of the things I wasn't quite sure about. We do have a couple asteroids with steel. I think this is one of the most. The other one has a mix of a couple of different resources. I'm going to keep having to assume the advisor isn't at least, like, apocalyptically bad, and at the very least does the equivalent of what the AI would be doing at this point, so we'll at least be on par with them. Maybe it was just another construction ship. Maybe I was just confused because of the way it listed spaceport construction ship. Because we're building another one, which is going to let us build mining stations as quickly as possible, which is great. An ancient Ackdarian spaceport over here, building several different things. Mining ship, freighters. And yeah, our money's definitely going up here. Unknown items, well, it'll get scanned eventually, so you don't have to worry about telling me about that. That's going to be fine. Frugal Courage. Yeah, surveying. There's so many little asteroids to survey over here. Good God. Yeah, this research station, that's going to be great. So armor plating's coming in, and then colonization. But actually, I'm even wondering, well, we might be able to colonize something within our borders. Colonies, new colonies? 0%. Yeah, so presumably, any planet that is technically colonizable would show up over here. The other ones we know about are occupied by someone else. So we're not going to have to rush a colony ship. What we probably want to do is get the stable warp bubbles so that we can explore other stars and find colonizable stuff. On the other hand, it's probably still fine if we are just focusing on exploring the territory within our system. But I think, okay, let me... What are you suggesting next? Expanded civilian ships. Yeah, see, I don't think that's useful yet. I might be wrong, but it feels like it's not quite useful yet. I think what I want to do is I want to queue up, if I can find it. Where's the warp ship? Oh, right here, stable warp field. I think I want this. I'll pay the cost. I'm going to bring it above colonization. And then once that gets done, presumably we'll have the Mark III exploration ship. And yeah, I might build like another 10, assuming the costs aren't prohibitive, and send them out into space. I'm curious about the ship construction over here. Did we get military ships now that we've got some of these? Looks like no, unless this is not the military ship building screen. I mean, that's our military, but I gotta assume it's still over here. Build a mining station. Oh yeah, for Necros. There's some Necros. And Emerald crystals. We have neither one of these two. And at the very least, I don't think... well, apparently there's a slight deficit, so there must be some used for maintenance somewhere. Whoa. Okay, hold on. But at the very least, we have to use some of the... to unlock some of the research projects, so that is quite important. First contact with the Cruel Claw Outlaws. So, I do remember this from the original Distant World, in my little brief test over here. A lot of the people you're going to meet first... are just going to be these pirates. In fact, again, it's really weird that we met this minor race first. Well, I don't know how weird it is, but it stood out to me because I hadn't seen it yet. So yes, new pirate faction. Predominantly composed of Ackdarians, same as our empire. Though there are pirates, they could prove useful allies if handled properly. Initial communications have been extremely successful, regardless with some friendliness. Well, that's good. And yeah, here's the thing. Usually at the start of the game, you are going to have to, like, agree to their protection scheme. It's actually not terribly expensive. We can afford this, and if we say no, then they will not protect us, or they will attack us is what's going to happen. Eventually we can find where these pirates are based and destroy their outpost, and then we won't have to deal with them anymore. But there are going to be multiple different pirate factions. In any case, right now we have to accept this deal. But yeah, I mean, you can negotiate with them, you can talk to them. You know, they are a full and proper empire. Neutral with us. Appreciate your unique culture. Trending downwards. Oh, so we got the plus 12, but it's going to decay over time. We signed a new treaty, but that's going to decay over time. Honored protection agreement. So that's trending upwards because we're paying them off. Contempt for your civilized complacency. I think they just don't like non-pirates. So, it appears we have company. Unfortunately, it's not the kind of company we want. Hostile space pirates. You can go away here. Where do these pirates come from? Are they a scouting party, large empire, lone group? Seem well armed. More technologically advanced. Thus, given our current situation, be wise to appease them any way possible, even paying them off. And yeah, I think that is quite common to just do that immediately. So let's stay paused here. So we know about some pirates. We know about these independent colonies. Oh, the strategy got changed to diplomacy. That's interesting. And the thing is, if we could succeed to do this, this would probably be way easier than conquering them early on. We can always just, we can just change, but I'll leave it on auto, and we'll see what develops. It's not like we can do anything with these guys right now. Could speak to them. Distrust, limited experience, troubled by your strange alien ways. I think that goes away. Well, I thought that went away over time, but maybe not. Restricted trade agreement. Oh, with the cruel clause. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Ah, escorts. Hold on. Oh, maybe we always had escorts. Maybe I wasn't thinking that escorts were military ships. But they is. So again, this is what they've actually gone on here. They've got ion engines. They actually have some more bays for more engines here. They got some particle beams. They do have deflector generators. Do we start building some of these? That's a good question. I mean, we're not about to research any more military tech for them, although they get the warp bubbles. We know there are pirates out there. What? Cruel Claws are willing to sell us some information. For 3,600 credits, they'll tell us about an unknown system. All right. That sounds fine. And, ooh, discovery over here. Some succulose wood. We'll probably be mining that at some point. Trade deals. Yeah, all right. Let's build a little fleet over here. Nothing else we can figure out how they work fairly quickly. So did you actually give me information on another system? Or is it just scanning a planet? I thought it said system. We did get the pop-up about the wood after that, unless it was more information over here. Oh, hold on. It's probably this. With a name? But there's no other information. We've got an ambassador. Now, so we can send the ambassador to one of these colonies. Let's send you to Yagdal 2 and see what happens. Mining stations from Mebdar. Oh, 86%. Yeah, it sounds really good. Oh yeah, we never took a look at the victory progress screen. So this is really interesting. Can I not lock this? I guess not. So this is the threshold. You see this line? This is where we have to get to win. And we are currently here in total. As a total of these 4 other categories. So if we generate 75% or more of the Empire's private economy, then I think we will get maximum economic points, for example. Well, I guess there's just 2. There's Target and your Empire. Oh yeah, we currently do 8%. If we get to 75%, we'll get the full progression from economy, which I think is worth, up to 25% score. We need 70% threshold. So we can get up to 25% of that 70%. Not 25% of 70, 25% of 100, but anyway, we can get 25 points towards the goal of 70 points by maximizing the economy, which might be hard, but if we dominate, we can do that. Then also we can get another 25 points from having a very high population, another 25 points from controlling a lot of colonies, and then the final 25% points, and again, we don't need all of it, we just need a total of 70. We can get it from our race-specific conditions. So part of it, and that is, in this case, it is further divided into 4 subcategories, each worth 25% of the 25 points. I know it's maybe a little confusing, but I think it works quite well. So we, as Ackdarians, get victory points from performing the most research in the galaxy, from owning the largest capital ship, from controlling the largest ocean colony. It's interesting that's 0%, so presumably someone else has a larger ocean colony, unless it doesn't count deep ocean, which is what our homeworld is. And then having the most research treaties. So our goal will be to generate a bunch of research treaties, which makes sense, because then we'd also get more research points. So with other majors, I think we really will want to be diplomatic. I just don't know about this miner over here. Mining ship. Was this our, oh, military ship, sorry. The Devious Phantom. Now, escorts. Yeah. You're good. There is a key to quickly hit your fleets. You can also, so these are military ships, and then, oh, are they not grouped in a fleet? Should they be grouped in a fleet? Create new fleet. Maybe they should operate independently. I don't know. Leaving construction yard. We'll see what they do here. No mission. Their default, they are on automation. Oh, there you go, escorting. So, and then ending. So I think each one of these escorts will actually do just that. Auto escort, fully automated is probably fine here. I think they will follow a lot of the civilian ships around and just try to protect them from random pirate encounters. Which is kind of nifty. Although we'll still try to just negotiate. Kuprika, we don't think we have any at all. We still have a shortage of Mebnar, but it's only 4%. But the Kuprika, I guess they'll go. And we don't have a shortage of Asalia, but I guess it's a decent percentage. Again, I'm mostly going to assume that the advisor isn't, like, gargantuanly wrong. Fingers crossed over there. So this over here, I'm guessing means it's not fully... Yeah. This is the current level of exploration. It's not fully known. And actually, that seems to be the case with our homeworld as well. Oh. Oh, First Defense Force. Did you actually form a fleet? They did form a fleet when they all got built. There we go. I wondered about that. And the fleet itself can have various commands. Yeah, you're going to be on defend. That's going to be fine. Groovy. What I'll probably have to do, and maybe I'll do this between episodes, which come up soon, is read up on what's involved in doing an invasion. Any chance these guys are less cranky at me? I'm trying to click on this planet. Is it Yagdal 2? Yeah, there it is. Still 0%. What is this? Befurian Silk. Colony development, colony income. Oh, that's a Yagdal 2. Yeah. And then Yagdal 2. Idyllic warm climate. Uh-huh. We have a new admiral. Oh, for our fleet. And Yagdal 1's got carbonite. Okay. But yeah, over here. Resources. Resource shortages, location bonuses. I mean, we really don't want to colonize this place. Because, well... Grassland planet. We don't actually have a penalty to colonizing here. We don't get the growth bonus. So actually, our people would be okay here. So I suspect whether we conquer it or do a colonization action, some of our people will probably end up being over here through either the colonization thing or some migration. They might end up over here, although maybe not preferentially. I don't know. Is there like a military category? No. Colonies. Invading. Combat invasion. There it is. I was looking for invasions, but combat invasion. Okay. Key objective, take and hold territory, initiating invasion. To initiate invasion of an enemy colony, select one of your troop-carrying ships or even entire fleet. Then right-click on an enemy colony to attack it. When ordering a fleet to invade, the fleet will check whether enough attacking troops at the location. Invasion will commence once enough troops on board transports arrive at the location. Any ship carrying troops will then attempt to deploy them in an invasion. Right, so one question would then first be, are escorts, do they have like troop pods on them? I mean, they have crews, but yeah, I don't think they've got that. Now, is that a component? Maybe it's something we have to research. It might be under command and crew, but... And do we have a light transport? But I don't know if that's a freighter. I don't think that's a troop transport. Yeah, cargo bays, basic crew systems, no. So there might be a technology. Reactor shields. Let me go to the very top of this screen. All right, weapons. I'm assuming no. Troops, there we go. Ground combat. So we have the first level. It's completed, yeah, which I think unlocks infantry. Oh, no, this is just unlocking different troop types. So it might be more of a ship component thing somewhere. Ship boarding? Well, no, but that is interesting. Yeah, basic military starships are escorts, and we can upgrade to frigates later on. Basic troop transports, there we go. Must research shipboarding and basic transport systems. Oh, which, annoyingly, we can't actually just queue this up. But it needs basic transport systems. So we're going to do that. And then am I going to be allowed to queue this up? Must research shipboarding. No, so we still need that. Oh, there's the arrow. It's weird because they're on the same level. Or we can do... it's expanded civilian ship, not expanded colonizing ships. You know what? Actually, That probably makes sense. We're still going to do basic warp fields, but maybe I will get this before we go to basic colonization. Plus, if nothing else, it actually does have the colonization module. Small colony ship. I wonder if these are private, like, civilian colony ships that get unlocked for this level. But in any case, it seems fine to, like, unlock it earlier, because it will unlock the medium mining ships for our civilian industry and get that rocking and rolling. Okay, well, I think I'm still happy with this. I still think we probably will end up invading these guys, because it seems like they're not just going to let us do a colonization stuff. But maybe through diplomatic efforts, we could, like, get them to join us? I don't know. I don't see an option for that. I think this probably is an option for it. Maybe it's something we need to unlock. Actually, I'm betting that's exactly what happens if we want to go down this technology tree over here for the diplomacy with this race. We have to learn how to talk to them. We might just bypass that and invade them instead. Because we're good guys. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.